What 3 hours of Mega Man D Extreme does to a motherfucker. This is probably like the first Crash is really tired, like, sleep-wise, that you've actually heard in a couple months. Because, I mean, as you saw last night, I did in fact play Mega Man D Extreme for 3 hours in order to finish out its campaign. And while that was not only a slightly self-inflicted wound, but it was fun. It did kind of make me relapse and have some melatonin last night. I know, I'm addicted again. I swear I won't get addicted again. I swear. But I mean, I was playing for 3 hours, literally right up against my bedtime. So, like, I had to have at least a little bit to actually get me to sleep, because, like, there was no way I was going to relax within an hour otherwise, and get ready for bed, so I go to work in the morning the next day. So yeah, I can kind of confidently say that I think between the melatonin and this tiny bit of melatonin and the fact that I got 30 minutes less sleep than I usually do last night, I am tired today. Oh my goodness. I could probably fall asleep right now if I didn't have a stream scheduled for tonight. Some Sleem sounds like it would go super hard at the moment. But, that's later on, and given it's my last week, I'm obligated to give it my all, to push, and I'm happy to do so. Especially if it means that we're at the end of the road here with Freedom Planet. Like, it's crazy. I've been basically doing Freedom Planet for a little under a year now between the first and second games. It's kind of odd to actually think this is coming to an end. It's almost like such a fixture of the channel that, like, it feels strange that there is a proper end to it. But, it's been a really good time, and I suppose I'll probably summarize my entire thoughts again when we get to the credits, but, I wouldn't have had it any other way. This is still how I think I ideally would have actually played this game for stream, and probably also in personal play as well, just because, like, I said it before many times, and I'll say it again. If I had not shotgunned every single character back to back, I probably would have ended up forgetting to come back to play as all the other characters, and it would have fell into the backlog's eternal hell and never would have come back. So this is a good way for me to actually experience everything the game's had to offer, and not have, like, weird 4-year gaps in between when I play the game as different characters. So yeah, good time overall. But still, it's time for a change soon on the channel. So we can give it an honorable send-off tonight, and enjoy it for what it was, and reflect on how cool this experience was to have. I'm getting awfully congested now for no good reason, so that's not a great energy you want to start the stream with, but that's what it is. What it is. Maybe I'll clear up after playing some video games, but indeed, welcome to the very final part of Freedom Planet 2 here on this channel. We have just the Bakunawa levels to go through as Nira, and after that we should be all set to say sayonara to the game. So we're probably looking at a shorter stream overall, although I'm still going to put on the double damage trinket, so there's a good chance that Murga just absolutely kicks my ass, and we're here for our full 2 hours. Made it this far, might as well make it all the way. So, I guess without further ado, let's get started. I suppose one of the other reasons I'm probably super tired today is that I was kind of out and about quite a bit, because, well, one, I had to do an inspection, but two, during said inspection, despite the fact that I am not on call anymore for work as of today, I in fact still got a call as if I was on call today, because my phone number wasn't switched off of the on-call line early on. Like, the person who's responsible for that was like, oh, it's okay, like, usually the front office will handle any of these kinds of things in the beginning of the day, And then, as long as it gets switched by the end of the day, it's no problem. Crash doesn't have to be switched immediately off. Turns out, no, I do, because somebody did have to report in a headache of a spill, which took a while to kind of determine what it is and how to react to it. So, like, that took time. That took a significant amount of time. And required me to be out in the hot sun and walk around for quite a while. So, not my ideal pre-noon/afternoon, but ugh, it happened. And we're here now. And there's no more on-call stuff for me today, so... Or for a couple months, even. So, I'll be happy about it.
I will pretend to ignore that. Is the ship ready?
Nira, you pretend to ignore a lot of things. Part of being a diplomat, I suppose.
All done. Now
We leave right now.
Excellent! To Baccanoa!
And Mila and her rocks.
What the? What did you pack? Rocks?
Just brought a few potion materials to be on the safe side. And some lab equipment and safety equipment and...
Bah! Whatever! You're lucky I overcompensated for how heavy you lot are fourfold!
Rude assessment of our weight.
What else about today?
Engage!
I don't know.
As you wish, sir.
It's becoming more and more evident how badly I need this weekend. I am planning literally this whole weekend to, basically stay indoors, do as little adult responsibilities as possible, and just kind of sit back, relax, play Mega Man, Noida, Doom, just video games, rot. I need to rot in my chair for a little while, because I am so in desperate need of that, turn my brain off mentality.
Right. Of course.
Plus, also, it's slated to, like, rain the entire weekend, anyways, and be, like, 105 degrees. Oops, the game crashed. Uh-oh, oops, the game crashed. What the hell? Uh-huh. Well, that's different. Freedom Planet 2 has yet to crash before. Hopefully that's not a consistent problem. But yeah, I do also kind of want to avoid the insane heat as well as the torrential rain that's slated to strike my area over the next couple days. Like, it's getting to be around 105. What's happening? Why can't I hear the game now? Technical issues. Come on, we were doing so well. We didn't even have a fine Ryzen moment tonight. Everything was going great. Maybe I just need to take my headphones off and put them back on again. Did that work? Oh, it seemed to get my audio back, then it seemed to break the audio on OBS. I guess let's just quickly do one of these. Okay. Weird. Alright. Sorry sorry for the disturbance. Let's get back to it. Alright, good. At least it just crashed there on the menu. Not anything worse. But yeah, no, I know some people get really worn out by trudging around through the winter, and no doubt trudging around during the winter is tiring, but oh, it is nothing compared to having to trudge around in the hot sun all day. I would take having to walk around in negative 20 degrees any day over having to trudge around in 105. Unfortunately, I live in a part of the country where both could happen, so... Why don't I live elsewhere? Jobs. Jobs and money. You know what Mr. Krabs says, the money is always right. Alright, slowly get through some of these jackasses. Make our way through Baccanoa Rush. It's kind of interesting that actually now that I'm trying to play a little bit more slowly as Nira, I am noticing that section was not nearly as difficult as it usually seems to be, where I'm constantly getting hit by those crystal dudes. Mira's slower paced gameplay actually helps you focus. Who would have thought that? Come on. not the right directions. Nero, please, your momentum. It's hurting me. There we go. Goodness. Alright, get me a shield back, and let's move on. Well, that was a waste. Okay, that's weird. She, like, kind of automatically... I mean, it sort of makes sense, but she automatically seems to, reorient herself if you try to use the, Tundra Ray. Whereas I would have hoped that she would stay, you know, kind of at a 45-degree angle, because it would be easier to hit the guy with. But doesn't seem that she got the memo. Nira, please. Momentum. Thank you, Nira. Alright, I don't have to kill that guy. Dude, now I get to have pinball fun. I suppose that's another game I have to complete one day too, huh? It'll be... I think Sonic Spinball is going to also be kind of in the same boat as Mega Man Soccer. Just something that I eventually revisit and slowly chip my way at. I'm pretty close last time, but... well, that game really giveth and taketh away. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, goodness. Hey, get me out of here. Oh, lasers. Weak. Yeah, I'll take getting bounced back and forth in between things for 200, Alex. Sounds like it makes my life easier. Oh, and we got one more of these. Bounce up, get some extra gems. Alright, that one felt particularly pathetic. Please? There we go. Thank you. Alright, and we want that, of course. I don't know what else is happening. I got a, as I was kind of mentioning, I needed to get a new seat cushion because, I essentially needed a booster seat. Not because I'm short, but because my chair does not exactly go very high, and as a result, I would be resting weirdly on my arms at my desk, and it was causing arm pain and problems and blah, blah, blah. But I did get a new cushion. I got the size just right. And it actually, I feel immediately, like, way less pain in my wrists and arms as I go about my day. I felt some as I had kind of corrected the situation at work with, like, lowering my adjustable table there. And now with raising my seat height in a way, I feel immediately better at home, too. So we are in a win-win situation at the moment. That took my entire health bar away. I suppose the only thing that's kind of annoying now is just that, can I please get up there somehow? No? I suppose the only thing that's, annoying now is that, like, the seat kind of, you know, wiggles a little bit. It's not, perfectly, centered, and so if I sit a little wrong, then it's like, oh, okay, it's kind of falling one way or the other. Doesn't happen too much, though. what's the other problem here? I'm so tired. I'm struggling to actually remember the things that I'm trying to say about it. Oh, and it's kind of got a sharp corner to it. I mean, it's a felt, it's foam. It's not really sharp, but you know, it's a 90-degree angle on it, and it's like, okay, if I have my legs dangle over it, it maybe feels a little awkward. It fills the space too well behind my knee. So I kind of end up sitting cross-legged a lot more now as a result to kind of distribute things a little bit more evenly. Okay, get rid of those guys. What was over here? Ooh, a music ring. Oh, not music, just health. Okay, I'll take health. Alright, this section. No, come on, please. Video game. Nice, there we go. Fairly efficient. I still think this is one of the more fun bosses in the game, just by virtue of the whole, you know, pinball gimmick it has to it. It definitely takes a while to get started, given the fact that you have to wait for Ah to give you an opportunity, but once he does, it's a good time. And the double damage doesn't help either. I actually have to try a little bit harder. There we go. Now we get to the part where we just destroy the boss. Throw caution slightly to the wind. And start bashing him. Oh, stay in that spot. Ah, it's perfect. Yes, there we go. Ah, damn. Got the counter. Yes, I suppose I probably could have been less aggressive there, but where's the fun in that? Alright. Pinball my way through again. Very nice. Good shot. Definitely calculated. See, sometimes this boss just goes by like at instantaneous speeds. And goodbye, Ah.
Nice try.
You stole my S rank from me, but, you know, that's fine. It doesn't matter quite that much. Alright. Oops, that's not the right direction.
Is everyone okay?
Roger, Roger.
I am unable to contact Serpentine or Mila.
Sorry. I was just unpacking my things.
You do realize the urgency of our situation, correct?
Chill out, scary lady. Some of us need a pick-me-up.
And Serpentine was just unpacking all of his evil plans on the floor. Alright, how is everyone doing? This place is huge. Think it's bigger than Brevins? Yeah, probably. So the literal fate of the world rests with Snake Man. Can't catch a break, what could we? Well, at this point, honestly, he's gotten us to the destination. We don't need to really care about him. Okay, goodbye, Mila. Looking out the window. This is unique dialogue for Nira, I think. Dire circumstances aside, the view is magnificent. I'm honestly at a loss for words. Powerful reminder of what we are fighting for. We should hurry. Nira does make sense. The introspective type. She would take the time to soak things in, even if she is trying to, you know, save the world, as it were. Alright, off to the refinery room. Let's make sure to take care of Ah once more. Okay, Nira, thankfully, actually does have pretty good upwards attacks, so she should actually be able to attack Ah very effectively here. There we go. Okay, I'm being a little bit stupidly aggressive, but I would like one of these guys done, so that way I can just deal with the other. I still think this boss could have used a little bit more time in the oven, just to make it so that way Escal does something other than this if he's left alone. It's a little bit weak and one-sided at this point. If I get too greedy, though, that happens. And he's done. I think we get our other unique piece of dialogue if Nira and Escal's relationship is anything to talk about. Oh, hey, Frost Knight speedrunner, nice! I actually got the do a stage like under half par time. I don't think I've gotten that before. Neat.
You lose. Teaming up with the Tarsier made no difference.
Tarsier. Okay, that's how you pronounce it.
This is gonna make things right. I was gonna make you see everything I said was right.
Escal?
I don't have the words. Not anymore. But I still have the strength in my arms. And I thought that if I was strong enough to take you down, then maybe this would all make sense.
That makes no sense whatsoever. I'm going to beat her up. That way everything's going to make sense again.
Lies and deceit. But this? Unleashing Bakunawa to devour our moon? I didn't want this. Oh, spirits, I didn't want this.
A hard choice, is it not? To remain faithful to one whom you suspect has played a hand in mass suffering. It is not always an easy choice, or even the right choice. But in the end, it is always your
Nira has actually
choice.
been thinking about this. She's not just been completely blindly following the
Made my
Magister.
bed. Now I gotta lie in it. It's only fair.
Excellent. Good talk.
Yeah, nice job, Nira. Great communication skills.
Where's that Tarsier? You have been there long?
Oh, a while. And I are friends.
Nira, you're drifting dangerously close to Yoda speak.
Hey, friend. What's your name? See?
I have absolutely no time for this distraction right now. Is he trustworthy?
I just want to see space and do awesome science. Science buddies.
Of course. Carry on then. Just make sure he doesn't science up any more robots.
No, that's somebody else's problem. We'll be facing them in the next stage. Alright, now Clockwork Arboretum. One of my favorite stages in concepts, and not bad in execution, but maybe one that takes a little bit too long, and has a couple of annoying rooms. Good theme, though. I'm having the joys of pushing 30, where for some reason on Saturday I just had random neck pain for a very long time that I could do nothing about. Just kind of stretched wrong, and both of the, like, sinews holding my neck and shoulders together just decided to be in pretty bad pain for a good solid hour or two. So that was fun. I feel like it was kind of related to me just getting my new computer chair cushion set up. So, I don't know. Maybe there was a correlation to, like, trying to reorient my balance or something like that. But it it didn't make for a very fun time. Reminded me that, oh yeah, I don't hit the gym. Though I do find it kind of weird considering that, like, I actually do give those muscles in particular, like, a pretty decent workout every week. Like, just by the fact that I carry all of my groceries home, like, by hand. I don't have a car, so I am left to just walk a couple of blocks with my, nothing but my own 2 feet. Oh my god, it's so annoying. I have to get him out of here. He's in the way. And I'm going to die for it, aren't I? Well, that wasn't worth it. Here's some health up here. Bees indeed. Hey, Scorebar. Although somebody's gonna come out and say they're hornets. I mean, they are more aggressive than bees, so... They probably are like hornets or locusts or something. Also, I've never heard of a green bee, but I've also guess I never heard of a white bee either. Proto said they exist the other night, so... Who am I to know anything about bees? The wrong person, that's it. Okay, through this section. This is probably my least favorite of all of the Clockwork Arboretum sections. Just the water fire dragon constantly fouling this up, and the little crystal, those guys. They're gigantic hit boxes, or hurt boxes. The bats and the everything. It's a very crowded area. I always forget that the bats don't just, like, select a dedicated flight path. Like, they actually will deliberately stop and aim for you, rather than just, like, you know, set what direction they're going and just continue with that direction. So they tend to hit me a lot as a result. Oh, and I ran out of my fucking tornado at the time because of the dodging activating my focus. Ah! It's still the one thing I really don't like about Nira, is just that dodging inherently activates focus. Like, yeah, it makes it so you kind of end up, you know, playing the character a bit differently and dodging a little less recklessly, but it also just makes things kind of occasionally like, uh-oh, I don't have my ability ready anymore. That's not good. And speaking of having shit not ready, where's my health? Character really needed an extra button? Yeah, no, it could have helped. Or, I mean, honestly, there's literally, like, you kind of see the X button is kind of not doing things half the time. Like, or, well, there probably could have been, like, another directional input combo, if anything, to just have and be like, oh, yeah, that's how you, you know, get your focus up. I think it would have made total sense, but I don't know. They just kind of decided not to. Can I please get down here? Get me out of here! Okay. All 4 characters using 4 buttons. Yeah. Yeah, it would be weird to kind of throw in another one, but I definitely feel like there could have just been, like, another combination of, like, you know, direction and button. It probably wouldn't have been too hard. Like, hell, I mean, if anything, you know, you could probably just do, like, a, if Mega Man's such a large inspiration, then you could probably just do, like a dash combo of, like, jump and down would be, like, there's your focus. Activate focus by doing a slide input. Nothing else uses that button combination. And there's no reason you would activate that accidentally either, so... Seems like a good idea to me. Still doesn't ruin her, but it is just a little bit of a peeve about playing the character. It's something that does kind of catch you unaware sometimes. And out. Oh. Hey, I missed that. I don't want to miss that. Ooh, that is a that is a good thing about Nira that I forgot, that she can literally just down smash those spike guys and instantly knock them out. Or not instantly, but still, even from outside their bear trap range, actually still hit in the middle. These things are still a giant pain in the ass no matter what character you're playing as, but, you know. Spent some time doing some combat here, considering that I'm going to be chased the whole time, and Nira needs a little bit of, is a little bit better on single target at a time. That sucked me in? Why? I didn't press forward there. Alright, whatever. Alright, I guess I'm just doing this the ungraceful way. Oh, that actually was pretty graceful. I managed to dodge those. Cool. Had to deal with this guy somehow. I don't know how these guys work. Okay, there we go. And he's done. Nothing a little bit of gun won't take care of. So, I don't know, are y'all dealing with the summer heat okay? I'm certainly doing my best. I was complaining about how, it's really hot and exhausting outside today for work, but, once I'm back indoors, it's not too bad. I do have to, of course, even wearing shorts everywhere doesn't really feel like it is adequate. It is hard to get used to. Especially also at a job where, for my work, I need to actually suit up, well, quote-unquote suit up. More just, like, actually wear pants when going into a lab, because it's a bad idea to have shorts on when hazardous chemicals are in play. But, we make do. I don't know about anyone else, but I do actually kind of personally have a little bit of self-consciousness whenever like, I don't know, I'm wearing shorts to the office. Like, I feel informal and also just, like, underdressed. And, like, I don't know, I get self-conscious about how I look anyways. So, like, the idea of just being like, yep, everyone gets to now see the hairy summer body. I'm like, okay. Well, beats being hot, so I guess I'll do it. But I definitely do have much better winter fashion, and I can hide more things. I mean, it's not like I actually look even that bad, but I overly self-conscious about my appearance for various reasons. Can anyone else relate, or is this just a me problem? Pulled for the past few days, get back to kindling this weekend, though. Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's gonna start pushing the hundreds by me in, over the weekend, so. Not looking forward to it, gonna just stay in and not celebrate nothing, so. You know, every once in a while, not having strong family ties or, you know, too many local friendships has its perks. It means you don't have to go outside when it is, fucking blazing hot out and, cook yourself just for a holiday. You can just stay in and play video games all day. Yeah, so Scorebar, you and I kind of sound like we have similar philosophies. I think I'd be less self-conscious about it if I shaved my legs entirely, but that takes like a lot of maintenance, and I don't think that I would actually keep up with it consistently enough to make it, you know, good. So I just kind of tend to default against it. I have toyed with the idea, and I've of course mentioned on stream before, like, oh, maybe I should, you know, look into like having laser hair removal on a lot of parts of my body. I wouldn't mind that. But, you know, there's all sorts of things about like how most places in the US you don't even have to have like a specific license to do that kind of thing, so you can get people who just don't know what the fuck they're doing. You can also get like it's also pricey, and the appointments are always in weird places, or you can do it yourself. Apparently you can purchase IR laser guns to point at yourself. So what sounds wrong with do-it-yourself laser hair removal? Nothing could possibly go wrong with that combination of words. But I think that my worst thoughts might get a hold of me, and I might just do it anyways, even if it's not the best idea. One of these days.
And here comes the cavalry. Murgo was pretty adamant nobody get past this point. So unless you want a spanking, I'd say turn around and don't come back.
Bold words for someone we've beaten previously on several occasions.
Point out the reality, Dornira.
Got ourselves a bandit. Pucker factor 10.
Alright, so what's she do again? Right. Gun in the corner, then she does a bunch of dashing and shit. Okay. She does this, comes over here, does this. Alright. Nero got the good punish game on this. Yeah, game, you want to give me control back of my character, or? Okay, there we go. Alright, that doesn't really work. Trying to do the downward attack while running on the wall. So, let's just resort to doing this instead. Much easier. Wrong buttonal. Buttonal? That's a new word for me. Button direction. Oh right, I don't have my double jump because I'm flying in the air. That's why feel like I'm missing an input every once in a while. Duh. Ah, no, come on. Don't tell me that she's gonna get me again. God, no! I always hate that I end up dying once to Corazon every single time I've gone through the campaign. Like, she's not hard, and then I immediately clean up on the second phase, or the second go through, and it's like, oh, wow, I shouldn't have died to this. I really shouldn't have.
And here comes...
actually freeze Corey during the descent that makes any difference? That's a good question, considering that Corey's a lot smaller, so she might actually be a boss that is viable to try to freeze. I'll give it a shot. Nope, nope. And I went to the center instinctually again. Oh, shit, that's good. That's right, I am actually moving at a very fast falling speed. I could just... Maybe I could do this. Ah, they take it away from me. Damn. Let's see, if she lines up with me, can I... Nope, missed. Missed again. Touched the wall. Okay, sure. Okay, well, you can briefly freeze her in place, but it doesn't really seem to do a hell of a lot. And there she goes. See? Always just a second try. It makes it way easier.
Too bad you're on the wrong side. Now that this business is concluded,
Corey.
You can do what you want. I'm done. If you see Murga, tell her I quit.
I will endeavor to keep that in mind. Let's go, Wildcat.
You guys go on ahead. My sister and I need to talk.
Nira for once doesn't take her commanding role and order her to leave the family. Good for her. Character growth. Admittedly, in this game, testing stuff like that can get you punished. She tried for ages in the final fight against Murga to Dragon Boost into her Dragon Boost to get the Clash effect. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, it's easy to end up getting punished in any game, right, for trying to have too much fun with it. You know, I don't think necessarily I got punished for trying that. I mean, outside of just getting hit because, you know, awkward movement. But it's, you know, it's worth trying new things in any game you play. I mean, you know, will still try in any new Mega Man game, you know, that I play that I don't have any experience in. I will, attempt to, like, you know, try out different weapons and different bosses and different enemies, even when I don't know the weakness order. And, you know, maybe I end up actually finding, like, oh, hey, this isn't the technical weakness of the boss, but this actually does really well because you break the pattern by going over here. There's a blind spot, or, you know, oh, here's like a secondary, you know, random utility that barely anyone ever talks about because it's just, like, not the meta. It's not part of the typical group. So, you know, messing around with stuff like that is cool. It's why I like video games. You have the freedom to just do dumb shit like that, challenge yourself. All right, that guy's down. This one's down too. Take me away. Ooh, Nira has the ability to kind of shoot. Well, okay, it was cool when that guy looked like he was coming back, but Nira seems to have the ability to actually shoot past those barriers, which I guess in a sense probably. All right, thanks game. Thanks game. Probably Mila had the ability to do so as well, but like just given that her range is a lot shorter, it didn't actually come up for me as much. Break this stuff open. Do a precise jump so that way I don't have to go and do all... Well, okay, now I have to do that again. No, I would prefer not to go back through the entire loop once more. Alright, right here. I would like to get my health easy peasy. Okay. Pop that open. Go have our cutscene with Serpentine. Forget about the whole having to jump thing. Oh, right. Should enter from the other side.
Good evening, loathsome vermin. This ship is now under the command of General Serpentine. I hate to disappoint my former allies, but in light of my desire to leave this wretched planet, the moon harvesting will...
The betrayal that Nira saw coming from a mile away. Nobody listened.
Play betrayal musical chairs. I was getting super confused.
He still intends to blow up the moon. This is not an improvement.
Stick with the plan. We need to stop Bakunawa no matter who's in charge.
And as you mentioned before, Nira, it's better to fight an adversary that you already know than have to fight one that you don't. Midst of yet another attempt to install Linux, but you're dropping in for a bit while you partition your dish. Alright, cool. Welcome, Proto. Hopefully this makes for some good background noise. I don't have the most to say tonight because I'm tired and it's also the middle of the week. And basically all of my complaints and ideas come down to I am going to so enjoy the next 2 days where I just sit indoors and avoid the heat and play video games for several hours. So, I have very illustrious plans. I guess one of the plans I do have for this weekend that I am going to bother with is, I have all the materials to try making a new, try making a food for the first time that I haven't made before. Yeah, chest's not broken, so that's good. Unlike that one time. Unlike that stupid one time where I thought I was alone forever. I am going to try to make bhaji, which I've gotten from my local like Indian/Nepalese like restaurant. They're basically like bits of onion slivers that are held together with chickpea flour, like a chickpea flour batter. You know, very nicely, heavily seasoned, and then fried in you know, your oil of choice. They are so goddamn good. You know, you can basically think of like, it's got all the things that make a bloomin' onion very delicious, plus the fact that like chickpea flour is also very like proteiny and delicious, and there's like, you know, seasonings all over the place. So like, I plan to try making that over the weekend. I'm excited, because if I can make those all the time, then they're probably going to become a staple in this apartment. Going out while it's cooler at night for the heat wave. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could maybe do some events out of that kind of thing. I prefer... I mean, at a certain point, it's like, well, I don't like going out during the day because it's hot, and then I don't like going out at night because that's when the skinwalkers come out. But, you know, if you can make it work at night, then, yeah, I mean, obviously it's a much better time to try to do something. Yeah, no, those things are really good. I kind of just... I found them when I was just ordering from my local restaurant once, and I'm like, oh, wow, that actually sounds like a really tasty combination. Everything in that sounds delicious. And lo and behold, wouldn't you know it, it was. It was absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious. Became like my favorite thing to order. I like them even more than samosas, and I do love me a nice spiced lamb samosa. Wow! Wow! He got all like 3 hits on me. I swore I dodged correctly. And yet... Oh, I don't feel like fighting any of you. Get me out of here. Go. Please, you probably go at night. Need people to hang out with. Yeah, no, I kind of understand that too. Like, there would definitely be more opportunities, like for me back in Chicago. Like, good number of my friends. I mean, some of my friends really enjoy, like, nightlife, which I don't think I would. But, you know, they would at least have a couple, like, bars or, you know, small places to go to hang out. We've been out late, usually whenever we are out, so I would definitely have more of those opportunities around other people. But, alas, some of those opportunities are a little few and far between in my current locale. And all your friends are still back home, in your hometown. Yeah, no, crowded clubs, loud music. Nope, wouldn't do that. Nor crowded bars with loud music either. But I could, you know, always find something to tag along with. No! Ah! I missed the jump! No! Ah. Yeah, the sigil still gets to be visible, but Nero doesn't. Reconnection successful. Are we back? Okay, we're back. I don't know what that was. Well, I mean, I know what that was. It's my internet being crappy, but we're here. Hey, Amzro. Nice to see you. Appreciate it. We're kind of just chatting about, you know, stuff to do, like, I guess, as far as what nightlife is like. Proto and I both agree that a nice kind of, you know, a bar where it's like a comfortable volume, where you can still at least hear the other person next to you without having to yell too loudly. That's a nice environment. I'd like to do that. I did that with my dad when he was here the other week. I would love to do that more with my friends too, if I had more friends in the area for stuff like that. And they were, you know, more free. It's Mega Man X5. Oh, so close. It's actually Mega Man X3. I know how you can get them confused sometimes. But you can see this is pixel graphics. Oh, got it. Okay, almost got through that without getting hit. But, ow. Who the fuck just puts... Who puts upright spikes on these? That's so rude. Fucking OSHA hazard you got going on there. Ow. Rid of these things. Anyways. Players gotta watch guide video, done listening. Okay, good luck with Linux. Nice. Alright. So, yeah, I don't know. What's up with you, Amzro? How's it going? How you enjoying the heat, the horrible heat wave of summer? How you handling it? And if you got any July 4th plans, feel free to shout it out. Yeah, we're screwed. No, you're entirely right about that, but you know, for the temporary situation of how you're dealing with the heat. But yeah. Yeah, no, well, yeah, people do be saying Europe is an oven right now. I mean, I believe that's certainly true to an extent, but also, like, the English do tend to complain about, like, oh my days, it's 85 outside. This is completely unprecedented. It's like, yeah, I get they don't have, you know, air conditioning commonly there either, but it is still funny when it's like, hi, I'm dealing with 105 now. I'm glad to hear that, Epperson. Oh, your AC unit's fighting for its life right now? That's not good. That's real bad timing for that to happen. It's actually... Oh, what the... Is my audio going weird again? Yeah, what the hell happened? My controller's also being weird again. Okay, hold on. There's gonna be some feedback here for a moment. I don't... What the fuck? Okay, my computer's freaking out.
Not a traitor!
Keyboard's not working there.
Not going with you.
Link established. Please stand by.
It's just because this adapter sucks. Could be that too. Something's very wrong with the display right now. I see on you. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's fine. Okay. I move this and things will respond? Question mark. Click up down. Okay, the sound's back. Okay, that was extremely weird. Like, to give you a perspective on what just happened, I literally got into the cutscene with Nira and Mila, and this has happened exactly once previously on stream before, where like literally like my audio went out. I lost the audio on my headphones, and then I lost control on my controller, and also in like my ability to even use my keyboard and mouse. Like literally everything just shat itself, except for like the graphics drivers, which was just still, running all the graphics and everything in the background. My internet's still not quite back though. I don't have control of that one. So if Verizon's still doing its stupid busy work, and it's here again. Yeah, no, everything just died. It's just not boding well for my for my computer at this point. My laptop is maybe it's really weird. My laptop's doing really well for the most part, and it seems to also somehow be on its last legs and last days at the same time. Let me see. Just do a quick check. Let me see if all of my like Ethernet cables are plugged in properly. Oh my goodness. Time to threaten my ISP. Yeah, no, I have tried and they haven't done anything about fixing this stuff. For some like I mean, okay, to be entirely fair, and I don't know why I need to defend the company here, but Verizon is not the reason my computer just died entirely. Verizon is the reason why the internet connection and the stream connection sucks and, falls down all the time. But, you know, it's that's only part of the problem we had here. Yeah, no, just like at the entire computer just stopped. It locked up. I couldn't actually do anything with my keyboard or with my mouse, and I had to wait and like unplug some things and replug some things and hope that it figured everything out. And it did. It just took like a solid minute or two at like a very inconvenient time. Can get you hooked up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know necessarily what you're referring to, but I might have interest in that. I know that probably once I move, things will be better. I can like sign up for a new ISP, and or I'll be in like a nice apartment complex where there's actually like a solid dedicated internet service, probably for the building rather than like my own shit. Because I'm pretty sure that like there's once where there was literally one time where it was like there was just a massive rainstorm in the area,
And then every single time since, like, the internet has had trouble, like, for precisely, like, 15 minutes every night for no good reason. So, I don't know. Some other force of nature is interfering at this point. Yeah, it's the force of nature from TF2. The Scout is actively shooting my my internet cables right now. He is causing direct damage to them, and Verizon is powerless to stop him. He runs away every single time that they like try to catch up to him. It's nuts. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. Very weird problem we had, but you know, yeah. So y'all were talking about the air conditioning, and you're still working on it over in the UK, and that's understandable. Oh god, the game is loud. The game is very loud for some reason. Oh, right, that's because now my volume is, I had to manually wire something. Okay, that's the thing that didn't actually recover, though, through all this. For some reason, my headphone, my Bluetooth is just gone. It's gone now. Like, I can't even turn it back on, and I ran the troubleshooter thing that exists within Windows, and it literally said that this device is no longer Bluetooth compatible. Like, it doesn't have anything for it. So I don't know if my Bluetooth driver just completely died. Like, it very well might have. But I guess I'll only be able to see that once I don't know. I'll only be able to see that once I get a chance to restart my computer later tonight. The audio seems a little wrong for me, and a little bit loud on OBS as well. Hold on. Maybe I can turn... Well, I don't know. Y'all are saying it's fine, so I'll leave it be, but... Audio feels wrong. Now I basically have my headphones and a wired USB-C connection, which... or actually USB-A connection, so... hopefully it's alright. Hopefully we don't get another big problem. Anyways, hey Defective, welcome. You just got in right after a complete freak out of my computer. No, it wasn't the Windows native troubleshoot. Well, I guess it kind of was for detecting Bluetooth problems. I don't know. I never really had too much issues. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, weird freak thing. I have an Asus ROG Zephyrus 2021 or yeah, ROG Zephyrus 15. Never had problems before. I'm pretty sure it's just that my computer is, you know, mildly old, so just starting to show its age. Like, I also have notable problems where now when I start up my computer, there is a guaranteed every single time, like, after, like, the password screen, like, my monitor will kind of glitch out and show, like, a lot of gray mixed in with, like, RGB pixels, for, like, very, you know, few small fractions of a second. So I kind of just get the feeling at this point there's probably some internals that are not quite right anymore, and, This laptop may have its days numbered at this rate, or at this point. It's lasted a good, like, what, 5 years? I say that's kind of a fair service life. I'm fighting Serpentine, like, more carefully than I ever have before with anyone, because I know how close I am to death. Bad place to be. No! Oh, damn it. I locked out. Oh, well, at least I'll actually get to watch the cutscene this time. No, it's different from when I lost my hearing to powered up. That was just the game being loud. This is my entire computer decided to go berserk.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you! Do you see any other traitors around here?
Well, honestly, I didn't
Dev
think to make it this
dev
far.
management.
Oh, what a surprise!
Betrayed by the very pup I trusted to betray her friends. Ha! Too bad for you. I have prepared for every contingency.
Maybe the game might be. I mean, guys, let me know if the game is quieter than it was before. If you can remember before the before times.
This dog is a traitor to you by birthright. It doesn't matter if she refuses to fight for me. After all, we hail from the same planet, the homeland of the magnificent Lord Brevin.
Mila, is this true?
Of course.
With that judgmental tone, Nira.
For her to go home in exchange for slaughtering the lot of you.
No! I mean, I guess it's true about me not being from this planet. And I'm not a traitor. I'm not a monster.
Isn't there a boss in X3 exactly like this room? Giant robot and Mega Man is playing Donkey Kong?
Thank you.
No.
With you, Serpentine,
No.
and that's fine.
There's a big robot body, but no. I just that was the first Mega Man game that came to mind for some reason. I came up with a number. I did an RNG call in my head, and 3 was the number that came out from that.
We need to stop that resonance link.
Okay, hey, now I can actually fight Serpentine without taking, like, all of my health bar and damage from the very beginning of the battle because I don't have control over my fucking character. Just take this opportunity to grab the shoes. And start stabbing him in the face again. That Mega Man X2 then? No, I really don't know what you're talking about with Donkey Kong. Playing Donkey Kong as Mega Man. Are you thinking of like Bow Spider, where like he comes down and he like shifts like the platform that he like shifts his direction when he's coming down the platform every time? Like that's the closest thing I can think of to what you're describing, but otherwise I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, come on, Serpentine, get out of here. As my internet fails again? Question mark?
I should be invincible!
We're an opening stage boss where you're fighting a giant robot in a platform-tiered room. Oh, you're talking about the opening stage boss? Yeah, no, I guess X2 does have that as its opening stage boss. It's just Donkey Kong is not the word that I was thinking of, the operative term.
Well, no matter. With Code Black installed, I can simply flood this chamber with my robots. Then we'll see who has the last No! No! What happened?
A bold move, General. But the will of Bakunawa has been restored.
Okay, well,
You have 10 seconds.
I guess maybe the actual explanation here is that Serpentine used Code Black on my laptop. He suddenly commandeered it.
That felt good. That felt really good. Look how
Yeah, you had me
good
thinking of Donkey Kong
there's a new
gameplay.
Mila in town.
I assume new Mila will file those reports regarding her experiments at some point.
No, she's a rebel. She doesn't like paperwork.
Problem.
Oh, well, okay. She folded instantly.
Thank you again for believing in me.
All right. Almost done. 2 stages. Okay, time for my least favorite stage in the game. This stage is already not very fun to have to avoid touching the glowing walls and or floors, and that is when you are playing a character that has much better vertical mobility and control. Having a character that only gets a double jump and a use all of your power to slightly jump upwards again and attack. Not very well suited for this mission. Oh well. Here we go. Worse than Wario Land 2. I'm a Wario Land 2 defender. I like that game. I have to play it again, but like I like branching paths and, you know, doing whatever and then doing one story and then eventually being hinted at being like, what? There are more stories to go and take on? Well, how about that? Let me look around these levels for more stories. Plus, I don't know, I also like to give credit where it's due for any game that decides it wants to make a experience where, like, you don't actually have health properly. You just have, you know, you have an infinite number of hits, but, like, there's always a punishment for getting hit, usually is, like, in terms of money. Like, I appreciate how both Wario Land 2, 3, and Kirby's Epic Yarn did all of those same things, where it's just like, yeah, you know, don't die if you get hit a bunch of times, but, you know, you do lose all your money, and, like, what's the point of the game if you're not trying to get the best rank? What are you, some kind of casual gamer? You're now realizing that WO2 lives rent-free in your head? Really? Game has strong core, small amount of polish. Kind of like Kirby's Dream Land 3. See, that's kind of where I disagree, though. Kirby's Dream Land 3 is actually kind of just a tough game on its own. Like, tough game because of how rough around the edges it is. Like, that is a game with kind of touch and go iffy controls, and also like a you know, then going for 100% in that game. Some of those missions, oh man, some of those missions. Kirby's Dream Land 3 was one of the first Kirby's Dream Land games that I played, and that was oh, that was a rough experience. Fair. Yeah, no. I gotta say, it's not like I've played Kirby's Dream Land 2 to compare. I think I might have played 1 at some point, or one of the various remakes of Kirby Dream Land 1. Obviously, Superstar Saga is the GOAT, and it's pretty hard to compete with that and Superstar Ultra. But, I don't know. I liked Kirby's Dream Land 3 enough, but the thought of replaying that game again kind of gives me the feeling of like, oh god, am I ready? Am I ready to put myself through this hell once more? I don't know about that. Yeah, as most games do. Get me out of here. Dreamland 2 is better than Dreamland 1. Superstar is better than all of them, of course. Adventure probably ranks second. Fair. Yeah, I still have yet to play Kirby's Adventure, but I do, you know, from like all the Let's Plays I've seen of it, it does look like it's pretty hype on its own. Like, expansive, has copy abilities that make sense, they do very simple things, but, you know, it still has the same formula of like, you know, here's the ability you want for this area, go ahead and use it to get the, you know, whatever the secret thing is, like. But also doesn't have the same kind of like punishing style that Kirby's Dream Land 3 really does, so. KO 3 is kind of what Wario Land 2 is to you. Yeah, I guess so. And then, of course, Superstar Ultra is the Wario Land 4 of the analogy. I mean, the other thing I do really like about Kirby's Dream Land 3 is just, like, the, you know, the partner combinations of powers, you know, all the stuff you could do with it. Same reason why I think Kirby 64 is awesome, and the fact that you could combine powers in that game and didn't get it back for any other game kind of stinks, but, you know. The only thing that ends up being an issue about, you know, the powers in Kirby's Dream Land 3 is just the fact that it's like, well, you know, at a certain point, you just flat out need to have powers, and you somehow need to know that you have the powers. Or need to know that you need the specific combination of, like, yeah, you need to have cleaning coup over here, otherwise you're not going to make it through, or you're not going to be able to complete the side mission here. Like, you know. It's a very once-you-know kind of game, and sometimes you can intuit it, sometimes it is, very fuzzy. It's just kind of like, how was I supposed to know that? Well, I guess I'll remember it the next time I play the game. Yeah, combo powers were sick. Viewer net play? What does that mean? Like, is there a version of Kirby's Dream Land or something where people can, like, play at the same time or influence the game while you're playing it? Alright, stab, stab, stab. There we go. Oh, Nightmare in Dreamland's natively 4-player on the GBA. Oh, okay. I knew Amazing Mirror was. I mean, that would probably be more of a dedicated kind of thing, rather than, like, viewers just jumping in and out. But, I don't know, maybe. It sounds a little complicated for my blood, but maybe not entirely out of the question. Alright, so, time for the hardest boss in the game with taking double damage. Let's go.
Murga!
You should have run.
Let there be no more death today, Murga. This planet should not have to suffer for the sins of my people.
Hollow words from a boy who grew up in a palace built on those sins.
I'm not an engineer, but thanks.
The Earth dragons, my people, had enslaved your own. I know
I'm
of the
a
accidental
lab
test
safety
fire of
officer.
Bakunawa's mining laser, killing thousands of water
chemist.
dragons in the blink of an eye. All these events and more were excised from history by Earth Dragon hands. I apologize for my complicity through ignorance.
You think that a mere apology can erase our suffering?
No. And that is why I intend to bring this secret history to light. Tell the world what
Wouldn't the
really
Occam's
happened,
razor principle
and
tell you it would be
liberate the
simpler
water
that
dragons
I'm
struggle
just a
against
chemist who
my
is a
evil
chemist?
Everyone will know what the Earth Dragons have
I don't
done.
like doing math. Math is for physics people.
Please, let this world
Just vibing out the science is what chemists love to do. I like building molecules, reacting stuff. I don't want to solve no wave functions.
The slaves who rebelled against their masters and lost, or the monsters that killed the world. What choice do I really have as the one final breath of the water dragons?
Wait, you don't have to.
You will pay for what you did to
Still a
save
very
Earth.
sick set of wings.
No more
Can't get over
words.
how good this looks.
Only duty remains, and I shall fulfill
You
it.
say that, like, you chemists don't do math? No, chemists really don't do math. Like, if you ever get to know a chemist,
Will be a master.
they genuinely don't. They genuinely tend not to be very good at math. The joke in chemists amongst chemists is that physicists chemists are physicists who are too bad at math to actually do physics. Like many chemists, like at least just your bench synthetic chemists, people who like to just make stuff, they really avoid math at basically all costs. We have to know like principles of math to get our degree, and like how a lot of the analysis and calculations work, and like why what we do for analysis makes sense. But at a certain point, the actual doing math part of things like absolutely falls out of the equation. Pun intended. I will give for example my professor in organic chemistry when I was an undergrad. He legitimately basically started off day one being like, so I really don't know how to do fractions that aren't like in quarters. I don't have a really good idea of them. And Like, I don't remember much outside of my 4 basic, you know, arithmetic operations. Yeah, no, synthetic chemists do not like math. It's just genuinely not a thing. Now, if you do physical chemistry and you're a nerd who likes analyzing spectra of light and determining the wave function of electrons and shit like that, then yeah, you know math. But like at that point, you're a physicist. You're not a chemist. No, you're a chemist, but I have to be elitist about it. This phase is a little difficult for Nira. She actually struggles at getting close. Oh, wait, nope, that was a vulnerability. Keep it up. Yeah, no, the sprite art in this game is just impeccably good. Like, yeah, Sega Saturn, PS1, PS2 levels of sprite art is so clean and conveys, you know, everything you need in the characters, and there's room for cuteness too in between. It's perfect. Come on, just one tag. No! Beep. Stab. Okay, I imagine now this one's probably going to be real tough, because what does Nira have for mobility? I guess if I end up staying near Murga the whole time, then she'll end up using her, like, big sword that normally blocks off the area, and not actually block off very much area. When I was staying distant as Carol, it kind of actually caused problems. There we go. Okay. Ow. Oh, that's gonna be an issue. That's like half the arena locked off. Just slip on through there. Hey, I would like to actually have some space to move, please. Damn it. From Estelle? I have no idea what that is. Aw, come on. Do all that over again? Oh, I thought that there were checkpoints between each phase. Maybe it's between every couple of phases. I know that the act, just like Murga herself, is a checkpoint. So when you get past all of these like moon phases, I know you just get a break there. Come on. That's not the attack I intended to do, and it got me hurt. Great. Thanks. I don't want to be patient with this. No, I don't want to be patient. I just want to attack. Mega Man 04 grind? Played it? No, I've never heard of Estelle. I have no idea what you're talking about with that. What is it? Okay, you know what? How about we just kind of quit to the map real quick, and maybe I can salvage my S rank here. I mean, if I have to restart the whole fight anyways. Mega Man X4 strats. I hate that game. I don't want to remember those strats.
I am the will of the water dragons.
It's like a Saturn platformer. Okay. Oh, I've never heard of it. Oh, I mean, Murga's a great boss. It's just that I'm impatient, and I want to kill. I don't want to have to wait. I don't have to dance around water. I want to kill. This is exactly why I don't understand Undertale. Alright, well, at least I hit her with that. Yeah, no, I'm not really a big fan of X4. Playing as X is too easy, and playing as Zero is like hitting every boss with a fucking pool noodle. It sucks. I strongly prefer both X5 and X6 in the PlayStation series. I think, no, we actually did talk about this once in VC. Grim was kind of like, yeah, we were bullshitting about this with Grim. I would still rank it better than X7, but can't say I love X4. It's not true. Alright, doing this a little better than last time. Go, get that one bullet off. Alright. Alright, now time for Super Moon. Easily the hardest of Murga's phases. Oh, it's one more bullet than necessary. Oh, okay, I got greedy there. Wanted to get a hit in. Can you blame me? Oh no, you don't get to section off half the arena again. I will take damage just to get over and make my way to you.
Eclipse.
Okay, Eclipse. Easily the one that requires the most patience. And I have to remember how this pattern works, because I don't really remember it very well. But I know that she really likes to keep you away from her. Which, as a class that needs to go into melee... Oh wait, I could probably just do this. It's not as cool, but I can just shoot bullet. He's just gonna come back, shoot more bullet. Okay. Well, that works. That was kind of cowardly, but I needed to do it. Okay, Okay, hopefully Lilith form shouldn't be too hard. This is usually a form you just kind of spam out. And I did the thing at precisely the wrong time. Ooh, health. I'll take that. I didn't think about this. Oh. Everyone else has a good answer for that. I don't really think that, she necessarily does. Okay, well, I get a checkpoint here at the...
Eclipse.
At Eclipse phase, okay. Oh my god, come on! Here are such good get off of me tools in Eclipse phase. It's a little irritating. What? That's embarrassing.
Violence incarnate.
Eclipse.
Alright. I just have to get better at the rhythm of when I can counterattack with a stab. I wanted to dodge there, but I didn't have the time. Oh, Nira, you're facing the wrong way. Oh, she didn't do her scream to indicate that she was doing that attack that time. That could have been bad. Wait for her to do this screen flash. Now we can start spamming her out. Mira, again, doesn't really have good options versus this. Guess I should stab my way to get away from this now, and then... Okay, go this way. Alright, so that's how you deal with that. Oh, this is not a good place to be. Hopefully I can dodge out of the way of this. Okay. A bit of a tighter rhythm than playing as Lilac or anyone else, but okay, that wasn't too bad. Kind of wish I got that all in one go. I probably could have, honestly, but you know, whatever. We're tired. We'll take it.
It's not over yet.
And now we have the hardest part. Hi, Nira, I would appreciate if you stopped, like, turning around when doing the shooting, like, at literally the worst time. Yeah, like that. Like, I thought you're supposed to always face the damn same direction. Instead of turning around sometimes. Okay, I do remember that these barriers were actually pretty good versus Nira or Murga. You leverage the fact that she fights like Zero by fighting like X. You fight like a coward, you put up barriers, and you shoot bullets. You're not a close range character, you can fight from far. Okay, and now it's Dio time, right? Character that does not have very good options for dodging. Oh, and this will get me. Yep, because I don't know how to get past that without... Damn it. I don't know how to get past that without dodging one and going right into the other because the dodge timing works out that way.
None ever have. Blue Moon!
Alright. Well, sorry if my commentary is lacking, but I didn't come doing double damage in this game as Nira this far to just stop at Nira, or stop at Murga. Hey, quick side note, can I complain about the fact that we have characters that are syllabically so similar? I have to think, like, for a solid second every single time I try to say either Nira, Mila, or Murga. I can't keep them all straight in my head. I know who they are, I could pick them out. But when I'm just trying to say the damn words, I'm like, tongue-tied. It's been a problem the entire time I've been playing this game, if you couldn't tell. Woman names have similar ending. I mean, it's not even that. They have similar starting. Like, they're two of these start with M, and then they have similar syllables in them with like eras and elas and ers and it's so many of the same vowel sounds all throughout. Now Supermoon with this low of health. This is sure to go well. I can get like a stab or two off in this before having to do some dodging. There we go. It actually did go pretty well. Alright, alright. I'm remembering how to fight her. Murga. Eclipse form still toughest. Still really good spacing tools to have to deal with. Alright, now she's gonna do her thing. That's not the attack I wanted to use. Okay. Hey, Proto. Welcome. You're listening to me be very quiet as I try to focus on fighting Murga. It's definitely much easier doing this from the left side. Just because she always does that kind of spike floor attack this way at first. You get a lot more opportunity to lay on the hurt. Okay, and that's Lilith form, and now we're finally caught back up. Now we can get back to the horrible section.
Not yet. It's not over yet.
So much aura, as the kids say. You're right. And also, crazy high difficulty. But if I just sit back and shoot bullet, it's maybe a little bit somewhat maybe manageable, kinda. Murgo, you wanna like step back for a second? Give me a little bit of breathing room? No? I guess that's not your thing, huh? Oh wow, I actually dodged most of that. Nice. I impressed myself there. Alright, now time for her to do this crazy ass attack. Unleash a Dragon Burst in the middle. Aw, oh, come on, not the knives. It's a lot to dodge. God, I kind of forget that Murga does, like, not leave her fucking aura form as soon as she gets to, like, 3 bars of health left. Ugh. Like, the incorporation of the knives into, like, that part of the fight really does change things up because, you know, normally I can kind of just slowly take my time, play defensively against her until she gets rid of the aura around her, expends it off as one of those little bolts, and it's like, oh wow, now I can fight a much calmer Murga. But then it's like, uh-oh, now she has knives to encroach upon my territory. Can surprise me like that, where it's like, okay, well, now I have to find a opportunity to attack somehow. All right, not a very graceful way to tie that up, but I did it.
No! The Earth Dragons must suffer! The Water Dragons will have justice! I will have my revenge!
Parameters met. Initiating playback.
Hello again, love. I pray that you'll hear these words somehow, because I know that this isn't all we'd hoped for, and I'm so sorry. Marie, I wish I could be there with you right now. We had but I hope that no matter what happens, you'll find your own happiness.
It's quite a challenge doing that with double damage on a character whose mobility is a little bit lacking compared to the others.
Play it again!
That was satisfying. Two warriors fighting it out.
Back! Please. Please, I just want to see her one more time. Please.
Murga, you believe that all of this is for her sake, don't you?
Wow.
Syntax.
I don't know, it's a nice line for Nira to actually deliver. Being the most mature of the audience, actually recognizing like, oh wow, no, it's your lost love. I'm going to explicitly remark upon this.
Coming this way. How many times are we gonna have to save the moon before it stays safe?
Don't worry, Carol, this is the last time.
Wildcat. Let us put a stop to this.
Murga murked again, true.
Go, I won't resist. I have much to think about.
Okay. Well, this took longer than I expected, but I had more deaths than expected as well, so we have one more stage to get through. And I thought this was going to be a short stream. Oh, I wanted to sleep, but okay, this shouldn't take an hour, so I should be fine, right? Oh, that's actually kind of weird. The lighting in this stage kind of gives, it almost makes Nira look black and white. I mean, all the characters get washed out colors as a result of, like, the lighting in this stage, but, like, Nira feels especially, like, obvious. She's very desaturated. Quiet stage. Quiet me. I cannot wait to sleep tonight. do have to wonder, is the secret boss actually going to be a lot harder as Nira? Like, it was definitely harder as Carol being a melee character, and Carol had really good mobility. And so with Nira, maybe having to get in a lot closer and not having exactly as much speed as and you know, agility as Carol did. I feel like I'm gonna have to choose my opportunities for attack very, very, very wisely. Oh, this section at least isn't too bad. Okay, knock this over here. Okay, now I got this unlocked. Alright, and I need to go around and do all these other things first. Here, get these guys out of here. They're the most annoying enemies of the game. Oh, I knocked that guy through the wall. He had a fun experience with the laws of physics. Jumped out of frame too early. Nice long stretch for Nira to finally ice skate down. No interruptions. Okay, how's this gonna go? I also have to remember how this fight works. I don't remember the phases all too well. Alright, the knives. And now it goes back to the beam, so if you just dodge the beam. Dodge the beam. Alright, whatever. I feel like the knife attack is no longer the wisest one to try to counterattack during. It didn't really tend to work out well during Carol's playthrough, so I'm not going to try doing it there again. I think maybe during this part with the beam is decent if I can get the run up. And if Mila decides to defend me there, then I can get a blizzard off. Or tundra ray, I guess is what it's called. the way, this is gonna need another attempt. You see the health bar. It's not going Gucci.
Guys, I don't think this is working. The creature is regenerating faster than we can damage it. We need to overload the system. Hit it as hard as you can. That works.
Murga? I started this. It's only right that I end it as well.
All right, girls.
Okay, who wants to do an entire final phase on 1.0? Oh, they give me 1 hit point. Very courteous of them. And it's gone. It's gone. Oh, I think Nira's best counterattacking option might be during the Brevin phase, actually. She could stay in the air long enough to kind of make, like, it not so big of a deal to maybe get hit by the swipes. Or it's unlikely. Okay. Wow, the knife phase presents problems for her. Holy shit. I forgot that Nira has trouble even getting acceleration going, so she can't even get up the walls as fast as Carol did. I was just trying to run around the knives, but nope. Nira doesn't have that capability. Oh, we gotta do this whole thing again. Release me! Okay, I mean, like, during the baby phase, before it actually gets to the real fight, I can do that without too much consequence. Okay, and only made me do that once. Fair enough. Hey, skip scene. I know it's cool, but we did see it already, so we're good. Oh man, I knew this was all Brevin's holograph did this entire time. I might have actually been more aggressive during all my other playthroughs. I just didn't want to go down there because, you know, the mere visage of Brevin is fucking intimidating. Like, dodge in place? That feels weird. Knives! Knives fast! And down. There you go. I'm surprised. It was actually easier to dodge the knives when I moved around less. I didn't think that would be an attack, but it's so rapid fire, it would actually be easier to do if you just moved in tight circles instead.
We have to leave. It's not safe here.
I'm going ahead to get Corey.
Hey, Amazur, welcome back. You're just here in time for the end of the game and my thoughts on the game, on the video or the series.
There's no point. Leave me.
No! Come with us! We'll find a point! Just don't...
And Lilac gets lethal amount of head trauma to the back of the skull for the 4th time in a row. That would still never not be funny to me. Watching Bakunawa just fall open-mouthed back onto Avalis. Just getting a very ungraceful roar as it goes down the whole time.
Yet as the moon we defended so passionately fades into the horizon, I cannot help but dwell on the unsettling truth that has been revealed to us.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't find it safe in those X games to shove people into robo suits at that point. I don't know. It is mostly probably just Inafune writing.
Or will it buckle under the weight of those unwilling to change? Perhaps there is no perfect answer. Nevertheless,
Or maybe some of the Mavericks you kill, maybe they do a little bit of that. Maybe you don't know.
The atrocities of our past should never be forgotten, but neither should they be repeated. Under regular circumstances,
what a game this has been.
Pronounce your deeds to be acts of war.
Waiting to the credits to get out all my thoughts, but
treason.
Yeah.
Such crimes would be punishable by life in prison, or even death. However, these are not regular circumstances. In light of certain facts that have been brought to light, the severity of your punishments will be reduced. I hereby sentence the 4 of you to 6 months of community service. You will remain in Shang-Tu for the duration of your sentence, to clean up the mess caused by your callous disregard for our property.
And you better do a good job. Those fossils in the museum ain't gonna rebuild themselves, you know.
Some of them will.
As you wish.
We fought them.
Captain Kalau will do as the hammer of justice wills.
Well, on the bright side, I guess you get to see me more often, sis.
As for your ringleader, we have found neither hide nor tail of Murga in Bakunawa's wreckage. We would have offered her clemency in the same manner as you, but I strongly suspect she would not have cared for an Earth Dragon's ruling.
When I turn around, my cape is much more animated.
I declare this ruling to be concluded. General Gong will hand out your assignments. Mira, may I have a private word with you and your friends? How fares Sash Lilac?
She hasn't woken up yet.
She's the protagonist. She has protagonist armor.
Wouldn't be surprised if she's up and about in a day or so.
That is good to hear. And thank you, all of you. Once again, the day is saved thanks to your efforts.
Pshaw, saving the world, no worries. Well, actually, Scary Lady here was new to all this, but we showed her the ropes.
Yes, however, would I have survived without your apt tutelage?
Well, given the order that I played the characters in, honestly, the apt tutelage of everybody else did help with this.
Something else. Now that we are aware of the full facts behind my people's rule and abuse of power, it would be disgraceful to continue as if nothing has changed. Which is why I am stepping down as the leader of Shang-Tu.
What? No, Magister, you can't!
I must. If change is to happen, then it has to come from within.
Oh, if only real-life leaders were this noble. Life would be so much better.
In the meantime, a regent must be appointed to oversee the proceedings are fair and just.
He does. He stands on business. He's a real good
I was
regent.
hoping that you would fulfill that role, Mira.
Me? What?
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Who's the most honorable person we know who would protect and defend Shang-Tu at all costs?
Sam Altman? I don't think that sounds like a very good idea. Oh, he would install himself. Yeah. Of course he would.
I would be honored, but surely there are others just as loyal.
Perhaps. But none of them have battled a water dragon centurion on a spaceship that was about to eat the moon. That is both a rare sentence and achievement.
Well, Lilac did
In that
it,
case, it would be my honor to accept this duty. I will not fail our people, nor leave our lands undefended.
Excellent. Then I pronounce you Regent Nira Lee of Shangtu.
Woo! Congratulations, Lady Nira! Yeah, major congrats, Scary Lady. I mean, Regent Scary Lady.
Thank you. But what will you do
Now everybody else gets to be part of the of Nira's court. They're going to be well paid and well loved, you know, guards and problem solvers across the land.
But for now, get some rest.
In New Arcadia V2. Oh, I don't think Nira's that crazy. She's not going to establish a utopia in that sense.
Didn't think I'd see you again.
Hey, the weird, almost
And I
one-sided
thought you might
love
like to know
between the
that
two of them.
Magister has decided to abdicate from his position. He saw it fit to choose another to oversee the future of Shangtu. Looks like your revolution was a success after all.
Yeah, right. So he's gone off to do whatever it is that ex-royals do, but he's put a puppet on the throne to take his place. So the system goes on and nothing changes.
Perhaps it is difficult to question the ways we've always known. I hope for a future where a dialogue between the old and new can occur without violence, and I think new leadership can facilitate that.
Sure are putting a lot of faith in the new guy.
Hi, Ascal!
And again, perhaps. Mila, report.
It's Lilac! She's awake!
Now, to be fair, he does have a little bit of a point in the sense that Nira... I mean, Nira would be pretty easy to puppet by the Magister if he really wanted to. He'd probably listen to basically anything he said.
I see.
But,
You guys are never gonna let
you
me
know,
live that down, are you?
Nira had an adventure. She gets to have a satisfying character arc.
When do you think
And probably would do a good job anyways, so...
Given her inclination towards heroics, I would presume we would merely have to weather some kind of alien invasion, and she would come running back.
It's a good
Not
joke.
wrong there.
I don't remember her saying that the other ones, but
And declare my
maybe she
plan
did.
to conquer the world.
Please do not.
I remember that moment. Okay. My god. So, did y'all enjoy that marathon of Freedom Planet 2? Because I did. I sure actually did. This game is a blast, and so is Freedom Planet 1. Despite, yes, the fact that I do kind of lightly complain that this has been the longest running channel project ever in the history of this channel, this was really fun to play. I wouldn't have kept it going if I didn't want to play the whole thing and give every single character a chance. As I've said to hell and back, I did it this way because I knew that I would probably not remember to come back to the other characters, given, like, I'd be like, oh, well, actually, now I want to do this thing on Tuesday. I know that's actually taking my attention. Oh, but, you know, this new Mega Man thing came out, and, oh, but then there's this mod for this, and it just wouldn't have happened otherwise. And I never would have gotten around to playing really good games, and all the characters in both of these really good games that I know are really good, that I appreciate for just being, in my opinion, a completely better version of 2D Sonic. And so I had to marathon it, and honestly, I don't regret it, because it's really, really solid. Like, I can say that basically every single thing about this game stands up really nicely. I kind of lost my sentence there, but I am basically saying game good, and, like, game really good, in fact, when you think about it. Plenty of collectibles to go get, really good platforming design challenges, a really, really wide cast of enemies, so nothing starts feeling repetitive. All the stages have a nice identity from each other, with some gimmicks inlaid, and also gimmicks that transfer between stages, so your knowledge works out, or transfers between stages. You got interesting boss fights to take care of as well. You know, side games and stuff if you want to go do that. Collectibles to grab if you want to do that, with all, you know, rewarding a curious player for checking out random corners of the maps. All four characters do play pretty distinctly, even between the two melee-heavy characters of Nira and Carol. Like, both of them still have a very separate identity, especially given, like, you know, the whole jump, the whole difference in hops between them, but then also in power and, you know, other abilities and stuff like that. So, I mean, all 4 characters really play nicely. I think the only thing that I just think maybe could have used a little more work on the game is the fact that, like, there's clearly Lilac has the best writing for all the characters. Like, she gets all of the best character interactions. She has, you know, the most emotional core in, like, response to other characters. Like, you can tell most of the characters were written to reflect off of Lilac, and everyone else, it's like, well, they fit when they talk to the other characters, but they're not, like, clearly designed for the dialogue at hand. Now, I mean, some characters, like Serpentine and Mila, that was really well handled. Serpentine and Mila feels completely natural, like, those two are, like, perfectly meant to be the ones interacting with each other. And to be fair, they're the ones who interact with each other the most, so, you know, they actually get that. But, like, Nira's story only gets a little bit of time kind of speaking with Ascal, and while those lines are good, I don't think it really kind of, you know, gives a full, like, depth of interest to exploring their characters, because we have to explore Lilac's character a lot more because of the whole water dragon thing and the plot of the water dragons and all that going on in the game. But, like, and then we also get with, like, Mila, you get the whole, oh man, Mila be an alien? What the heck? And the dynamics that result from that when her talking with Serpentine. But, like, Carol, you learn that she has a sister, and then they have kind of a distant relationship, but that's about it. Like, they don't really get to talk and, like, learn much about both of them. So, kind of a missed opportunity there. And Nira hardly gets anything about her backstory. Like, especially when you play Lilac's story, you get the little line hinting at, like, you know, Nira's being like, oh, the courage to do what needs to be done or whatever. It's like, oh, are we going to get to hear more about why Nira is the way she is, why she follows the Magister, or why she became part of the Magister's royal court, why she's the Ice Knight, how she got the ice powers, any of this kind of stuff? No, we don't really hear much about Nira, unfortunately. She kind of gets swept up. We've seen this scene like a million times. Let me start a file so that way I can keep talking over some music. I got all the music here on Carol's file. Jukebox. How about... No, that's... Yeah, sure, results Nero. That's actually perfect. And yeah, like, you just don't get to learn a lot about Nero or Carol. So I think the weakest part of this game is just the dialogue outside of Lilac. But don't let this minor gripe really, you know, don't take this minor gripe the wrong way. I mean, it's not completely minor, but don't take this significant but not that major gripe the wrong way. The writing in this game is top-notch for Lilac and is generally telling a really good story. I mean, it's telling a story of systemic racism and, you know, conquerors and murder and genocide and all that stuff in a pretty sophisticated way that, you know, that doesn't, you know, really miss nuance and still, like, actually is not a complete downer to play, but still gives you a lot of things to think about. Like, it's genuinely really kind of touching stuff, and it touches on good real-world issues, too, you know? The new characters are good. Murga has a lot of depth to her, and, I honestly get explored more than Nira and Carol do, ironically. You actually get to find out more about the Magister. You get to see under the mask who he is, what his personality is actually like. You get to see the world is developed between this game and the previous one, which it seems to develop quite a bit. And in ways that are for the best. Like, and even characters that don't get a lot of time, you get to see that, no, wow, Dale's now a king. He's no longer Prince Dale. He actually, you know... And he has trauma from that day with that couple of days with Brevin. Like, yeah, it's a lot of good writing going on in this. It's just a shame that, like, at the last little itty bitty mile that would have kind of pushed it over the top with Nira and Carol didn't quite get there. But the story is phenomenal in this game and is worth playing for that alone. It's really a fun thing to dissect and digest. So yeah, I mean, And also great music. I mean, it was worth getting all of these vinyls on Carol's file at least. And you know, it's a really solid OST to listen to. Really gets you in the mood for the kind of high-speed action that this you know, goes for with the Sonic-like gameplay. Yeah, I mean, really everything about this game is extremely solid except for that one nitpick that I have. Oh, and also just in comparison to Freedom Planet 1, just giving you a dodge button. Oh my god, is that a game changer? Like, when you have momentum-based gameplay, fast-paced gameplay as much as you do in this game series, not having a dodge button is kind of criminal, where, like, you really notice how clunky Freedom Planet 1 kind of feels to play and fight bosses with when you don't have the ability to, like, be aggressive and dodge and actually keep up with the fast pace. I mean, yes, there are patterns to learn and you can work around that and, you know, it still works, but, like, it facilitates, having a dodge button facilitates fast play and allows for a bit more complicated boss patterns, you know, as well as to, for design. So, like, just that one addition alone really elevates this game over its predecessor. So, yeah, I think that's my thoughts on Freedom Planet 2. Oh, and also, as mentioned, we talked about before, graphics in the game, beautiful, top-notch, no notes. Like, pixel art, amazing in this game. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And the backgrounds are all breathtaking. You really get that kind of mix of both nature and urban environments that all look really solid. You know, you also get like a cool airship stage. You get a volcano stage that looks really nice, and it's not just, you know, plain old rock. It's like glittery rock with gems everywhere. Like, that has character to it. It sets this volcano stage apart from other volcano stages in other games. So yeah, I love this game. This game's great, and I would highly recommend it to just about anybody who enjoys just platformers in general, like a very broad genre this can appeal to. It's not just Sonic fans, it's not, you know, kind of combat action game fans, it's pretty much anybody who enjoys a platformer. This is a really, really good pick to play. I'd probably give this in like that, maybe that 9 or 9.5 out of 10 kind of territory for me as a game. Like, this is such a choice game. I have good feelings about it, even if maybe I would routinely run out of things to yap about during gameplay. I think that maybe comes down to the fact that I played this game 4 times in a row, and I didn't really get to see, kind of like Scorebar saying, you know, the dialogue doesn't really change too much in between characters, outside of, like, maybe a couple of situations where, like, Carol gets to talk to Spade a lot more, and Mila gets to talk to Serpentine a lot more. When there's not something new, there's not much new for me to comment on except make the same old jokes over and over again. So, you know, perhaps a more skilled streamer could have made this more entertaining. But, and skilled at streaming, I mean, rather than skilled at the gaming, because of course I'm God gamer, you know that. But, yeah, this is amazing game, like 9.5 out of 10. Play this. If you haven't played this, do it. The only thing if the only type of person who I would not recommend playing this game is somebody who, like, only plays turn-based RPGs and literally could not do anything real-time if their life depended on it. Someone like that would not enjoy this game. But that's, you know, that's its own can of worms. Otherwise, if you're not someone like that you could just play any game that's in real time, play this game. It is excellent. Do it. And plus, if you do it, you're supporting an indie dev, so that's a plus. Yeah, so I guess that's my thoughts on the game. I'm not seeing too many other thoughts in chat, which that's all right. I understand. People are busy. People are tired. So, like me, I'm tired. I'm probably going to wrap stream up now. Thanks for joining me with this, and I'm glad that it kind of lined up where this is where I wanted to take my hiatus from stream anyways. So glad I could finish this off and say, like, hey, this is a good send-off, and once I'm back from my hiatus, we can start a new game on Tuesdays, rather than just, you know, having to alternate Freedom Planet in and sneak it in to make or sneak Doom in to make the Freedom Planet go down. we're gonna be starting up Cave Story on Tuesdays when I get back from my break. I love Cave Story a lot. It's one of the indie games that kind of started off the like successful indie game craze. And I haven't played the game in well over 13 years. I know it still holds up. People still laud it to this day. So I'm going to have a blast with that, and I hope you will too. If you would like to join the Discord and you haven't already, there is a link down in the description below. You're welcome to join. We talk about, well, many video games there, mostly Mega Man, but other things are welcome, from Freedom Planet to Sonic and beyond. I also talk about science because I like chemistry. I have social media you can follow on Twitter and Blue Sky if you want to follow me there. I mostly just post my stream announcements, but I occasionally post something like my back hurts because I can't carry the weight of this massive brain around all the time. You know, stupid shit like that. So go follow me there if you want, I guess. I don't really use it too much. And be sure to interact with the video and do all that stuff because it's, you know, helps the channel grow and helps me feel good about myself. I sure wish that stream didn't shit itself in the middle of the Serpentine fight for some reason, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Hopefully that won't happen again in the future, either because my computer decides, yay, everything works, or, oh no, I'm completely broken and I need to be replaced. One of the two would be nice. I just, you know, half functionality is never the best place to be at. So yeah, that's it for me tonight. Have a good one, y'all. Thank you for everybody who stuck through watching all this Freedom Planet. I see you score, Proto, like, for sticking around and watching all this, and Apperson as well for popping in a couple of times. I'm glad that there was interest in this game, long-term interest in this game, despite it not being Mega Man. I do actually appreciate that quite a bit. So, yeah, thanks everybody, as always. Y'all are great. And I will probably stream on Thursday too to do a quick run through of DXtreme as Zero, and then that'll be my last stream for about a month or so. So if you want to get one more stream of Crash in before you know, having to just talk to me on Discord only, then come by on Thursday night and we'll do a another stream of DXtreme but playing as Zero. So okay, that's it for me, for real this time. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to go get some major snooze in and hopefully feel refreshed for the rest of the week. Have a good 4th if you're celebrating, and try not to melt in the ever-looming presence of the sun. Okay, goodbye.